Russian President Vladimir Putin was late to his meeting with Pope Francis at the Vatican. But once he stepped out of his limousine, there were only handshakes and grins. Putin approached Pope Francis with a slight grin on his face, and the two shook hands. Next, the two met privately for about 50 minutes. The discussion focused on the ongoing war in Ukraine and the situation in the Middle East. According to a Vatican spokesman, Pope Francis told Putin that both sides in Ukraine must abide by the ceasefire agreement and that humanitarian workers should be allowed access. The Pope told Putin that the international community must come together for peace in Iraq and Syria and to protect religious minorities. After their private session, the two exchanged gifts. The Russian leader explained the embroidery that he gave to the Pope.
Questa è la chiesa Gesù Salvatore che è stata distrutta nell'epoca del nostro Dio, è stato fatto a mano con il filo d'oro.
In return, Pope Francis gave President Putin a medallion of the Angel of Peace and a copy of Evangelii Gaudium.
Angelo della pace, che vince tutte le guerre. Questo è anche per tante riflessioni religiose, umane, geopolitiche.
And with that, the meeting was over. The two shook hands, and the Pope made a familiar request.
Grazie alla tua visita. Prego per lei e la chiedo di pregare per e tanto saluti al patriarca Kirill.
È stato per me un grande onore e anche una grande piacere di incontrarlo.
Following his meeting with Pope Francis, the Russian president spoke with Archbishop Paul Richard Gallagher, the Vatican's Secretary for Relations with States.